You've learned how to create an array that is empty or initialized with strings or numbers or mixed data. Now let's talk about what you would do if you don't have the data you want to fill the array with yet, but you want to create all of the spaces for that data. There is a way to create an array that already has the capacity that you need. So let's take a look at how you would do this. We'll start by creating a variable. Let's say that you have life support sensors and you want to track all of their settings. I can call the array constructor. Now, you don't need to know too much right now about what a constructor is. You're going to learn about it when you learn about JavaScript classes. But essentially, it's a special method that allows you to create a new object. In this case, we just want to create an array that has 5 slots. So I just give it the number 5, and then we log it to see what it looks like right now. When it has 5 slots, they just don't have any values yet. Okay, so we get an array literal that has the opening and closing square brackets, but inside it just has a little note that says 5 empty items. So it's recognizing that those slots are there, we just don't have any real values in them. Let's also show how we can represent the length. And log that as well. Okay, and it has a length of 5, so it definitely does have 5 slots, even though we don't have the values in there yet. So what if you wanted to fill your array ahead of time with values just to have a starting point? Let's say we have some oxygen tanks, and we're going to create an array with 4 slots, but then we also want to fill it. So I'm going to add the fill method and call that and send in the number 100, which means every single one of the slots in the array should now hold the number 100 to represent that they're 100% full. If we log it, see an array that holds 4 100s. So that's a very quick way to create something that you need to start with certain values, and then later you might go and actually start changing them. Empty slots are essentially just holes. They don't hold anything. A lot of times you may not have a specific value like 100, but you can go ahead and give it null instead, so that there is a value, it's just a placeholder for other values. So I would just create an array with 3 slots, in this case for the cabin seats, and then fill with null. Let's run it. And we see another array now with null, null, and null. This is better than just having empty slots, and it's also better than undefined, because it means that we're being very intentional about saying there will be a value here, potentially. Let's do one more example where we create an array of 3 elements and fill it with the value clear. This will represent a landing grid. Okay, so every single one of these is clear. All 3 of them are open and ready for a spacecraft to land. This allows us to have a very specific value that can then be replaced later when their status changes. So we log it and run it and see that we get all 3 values as clear. I'm going to go ahead and make my commit. And let's take a look at the practice exercises. This will give you an opportunity to create some arrays of specific lengths so that they're ready for use. That's all I've got. I'll see you in the next one.